Turkish UCAVs to be used directly against Russia for the first time. A new country has been added to the sensation created in the world by the Turkish-made armed unmanned aerial vehicles Bayraktar TB2S that changed the fate of the Nagorno-Karabakh war. Ukraine plans to use the UCAVs it receives from Turkey directly against Russia in Crimea for the first time. After the successes of Turkey's armed drones, UCAVs, in Syria and Libya, the worldwide repercussions of wiping Armenia out of the field in the Nagorno-Karabakh war continue. Bayraktar TB2S destroyed the Russian Pantsir air defense systems used by Armenia in Nagorno-Karabakh. Praise also rose from Europe after the American Washington Post reported that Turkey's military actions outside the border are powered by armed drones produced by itself. Ukraine, which officially announced last week that it will buy 5 more armed unmanned aerial vehicles, UCAVs, Bayraktar TB2 from Turkey, is testing Turkish-made drones in its exercises. The first signs of where and how Ukraine, which previously received 6 Bayraktar TB2 from Turkey, will use Turkish UCAVs are also given. The Chief of Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, Ruslan Humchik, signaled that they could drive the Bayraktar TB2S into the field against Russian separatists in the Donbass region. But the real surprise is Crimea. Local media, again citing General Humchik, wrote that the Ukrainian military, which is slowly gaining a swarm of drones, could use the Bayraktar TB2 directly against Russia for the first time. Local media reported that the drones, which can fly up to 300 kilometers, will identify Russian targets in Ukraine, and Chief of Staff Humchik made the statement during the exercise at the Shiraki land training area. According to reports, the newly acquired Bayraktar TB2S will fly over the Black Sea and the Azov Sea, spying on Crimea, which Russia invaded and annexed in 2014. Ukrainian media write that the picture in the Donbass could change with the use of TB2S, as well as monitoring Russian targets in Crimea. According to reports, the UCAVs, who changed the fate of the Nagorno-Karabakh war and almost never fell, will give a serious test against the Russians in Donbass. Ukraine and Russia last faced off in the Kerch Strait in 2018. 2 small boats belonging to the Ukrainian army trying to cross the strait were seized by the Russian Navy, and Ukrainian soldiers were detained. Russia, which also wants to block Ukraine's access to the Azov Sea, which it accuses of violating its territorial waters, has deployed a tanker at the entrance to the Kerch Strait, flying its warplanes in the area. While the Ukrainian military was on alert, Russia had deployed an S-400 missile defense system to Crimea to intimidate the Kiev administration.